Dodiri, Dodiri, Vanilo, Haroe, Vashoshanim, Dodiri, Mizotora, Min Hamidbar, Mizotora, Min Hamidbar. Dodiri, Vanilo, Haroe, Vashoshanim, Dodiri, Mekuteret Molevona, Molevona, Dodiri, Dodiri, Vanilo, Haroe, Vashoshanim, Dodiri.
Beautiful words, Sharon, to open our service with. Dodi Lee, my beloved is mine and I am my beloved. It is so. And friends, that's who we are to each other. Each night we gather for our live streaming. If you'd like to pick up a copy of Mishkan Tefillah, there certainly is one online. I hope you can access it. And we're going to pick up in our prayer book on our Siddur on page 2. We are called unto life, destiny uncertain. Yet we offer thanks for what we have, for health and healing, for labor and repose, for renewal of beauty in earth and sky, for that blend of human holy which inspires compassion, for hope eternal promising light, for life, for health, for hope, for beautiful, bountiful blessing, all praise to the source of being. Baruch atah Adonai makol nefesh kol chai. We turn one page forward to the Baruch Hu on page 4.
Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed.
So before I continue with the Ma'ariv Aravim on page 6, Sharon and I were chatting before services this evening and thought that we would share some of our favorite sayings, the inspirations, if you will, that get us up in the morning, that keep us going. And so my favorite ones, really, they all come from Pirkei Avot. I don't have just one. So I'd like you to think of your favorite saying and then put it into the chat, and I'll share them with everybody. But the one I'd like to start with, and I think this is the perfect one to start with, is who is wise? One who learns from every person. Let's join together with the Ma'ariv Aravim on page 6. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, ובתבונה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומאפגיר בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. החי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו, ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה, באחוותך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני למשה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו הציצית הכנף ותיר תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Amen, amen, amen. And so I'll share with you another reading from Pirkei Avot, which says, if I'm not for myself, who will be for me? But if I'm only for myself, who am I? If not now, then when? Talk about a saying about becoming. I know, I think our rabbis should have been these meditation gurus for the 21st century. I guess some things stay true all the time. I think that's a wonderful segue. You know, if not now, when? The sense of the Israelites crossing the Jordan, crossing the Red Sea as they come to the end with Mi Chamocha on page 16. They didn't do it. Who would have? And when? It was up to them.
Mi chamocha b'nim Adonai, mi kamocha Yum ba ba bim 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 bam, ya ba bim bam. Yum ba ba bim 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 bam, ya ba bim bam. Yai hi, ya ba bim bam. Yai hi, ya ba bim bam. נאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגרוע מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
Shema.
Israel.
So chapter 4 of Pirkei Avot, section 1. The one I'd like to share with you from this one particularly is, who is rich? The one who appreciates what one has. How true is that, to appreciate all the different things that we have? For those of you who have joined us in the middle and not quite sure what's going on, not in place of, but in addition to some of the prayers, I'm also adding in a quote from mostly the ones that I'm choosing are from Pirkei Avot, but some of our friends that are joining us online are sharing others. And I'll share with you two that we have seen so far in case you can't access the readings, is that Esther says, don't watch the clock, do what it does. And Sylvie says, Rabbi Akiva, silence is a fence around wisdom. And our president, which this is a perfect one for the president to say, Rebecca, this is perfect for you. Do not separate yourself from the community. Al tifrosh min hatzibur, as the Hebrew goes. Thank you so far. We'd love to get some more. And after we have Chatzi Kaddish, we're going to go into the Amidah. But before that, before Sharon takes us from the Chatzi Kaddish to the Amidah, I'll invite her to share her statement, the one that is most meaningful to you. But why don't we do the Chatzi Kaddish on page 20? And friends, yes, I am skipping over Hashkivenu. It's not a mistake. Page 20, the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתקדש שמך רבה, בהעלמת תפרחי רוצה, בימך מחוצה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיתך בית ישראל. בהגה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמך רבה מבורך, והעלמוה מהמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמלך קודשה בריחו, וגם ינקור בחטא ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן ועלמה, ואמרו amen.
So Sharon, before we move into the Amidah on page 74, can you share with us the reading the quote that you find most inspirational?
Okay, so my quote that I've got in front of me was given from a stack of famous quotations by French artists or famous French gentlemen, and this one is by a gentleman called St. Francis de Sales. And what he said was, nothing is so strong as gentleness, nothing so gentle as real strength. So what I got out of that was that during these times which are going to test ourselves, the best way that we can rise above and be strong for ourselves is to be kind to ourselves, to be gentle to ourselves. Nothing is going to plan at the moment. Things are not going on the way that it should, but we should still be gentle with ourselves, because that's what will help us keep our strength and to soldier on and power through.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And so you're going to take us now through the Amidah on page 74.
Adonai, Sefatai Tiftach, Ufi Agita Hiratecha, Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, עליון, גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת זרע, אתה גיבוי לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב והושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחייב מתים ברחמים רבים, צומק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו ישנה עפר, כמוך בגבורות, ומיתוך מלך ממיתוך חייב, ומשמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, וחיי המתים, אתה קדוש ושמך הקדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללו חסרה, ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Amen. Let us continue silently with the prayers of our hearts, or perhaps the words of the page. And Sharon will bring us out of the Amidah in a few moments with Shalom Rav. Yihiu l'ratzon imrefi, v'hegion libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'goali. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, Lechol HaShalom, Ki ata hu melech adon, Lechol HaShalom. בכל עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שלום רב וישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב וישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. שלום רב וישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב וישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Thank you so much, Sharon. So I'd like to share with you a quote that Lawrence has shared on YouTube. He says, words without feelings are not as effective feelings without words as feelings. That's beautiful. That really is very touching. And so I think that many of us feel that when we engage in work or we do something, we feel the enormity of the burden upon our shoulders. And of course, the rabbis had a saying for this, and you've heard it many times, and many of my bar mitzvah students and bat mitzvah students have shared it too, and said it's attributed to Rabbi Tarfon, who used to say, "It is not your duty to finish the work, but neither are you at liberty to neglect it. If you have studied Torah, you shall be given reward. Faithful is your employer to pay you the reward of your labor, and know that the great of the reward is the righteous is in the age to come." Recognizing that putting the effort in is important, and even just putting the effort in is the reward in and of itself. And so, friends, as we turn now to Aleinu on page 586, we think of the words of the Aleinu. And the words of the Aleinu focus on and have the root of L'taken olam b'malchut Shaddai, to repair the world for all eternity. So 586, Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו עינות. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
And so, friends, as we turn to our Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, we take a moment to think about those who have died in the last week, who have died in the last month, and those whose yahrzeits are this evening. So we think of for Shiva, Gary Axe, Helen Flinter Leach, who will be laid to rest this coming week, George Lederman, Minnie Sadman, Ruth Shire, Nancy Schenker will be laid to rest this coming week, Marta Stiglitz, Bettine Wolfram, and Shirley Zinman. And for the Shloshim, we think of Ralph Barnett, Scott Brownridge, Zena Dan, Benny Edelstein, Nellie Goodfach, Sylvia Granick, Renee Ingersoll, Walter Castellan, Henry Lederman, Yael Phillips, and Joan Weiner. And we think of those whose yahrzeits fall this evening. We think of Gerda Grebler and Boris Abraham Stupel. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may the memory of the righteous be for a blessing, as we join together on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'marur, amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yikramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha barechu. Leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, zamiran bi'alma v'yimaru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru aved. Oseh shalom b'mrobav, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. Hamakom yinachem echem b'toch sha'ah havlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved in Zion and Jerusalem and around the world. And we say, Amen. Just a couple of announcements, friends. Tomorrow, Lunch and Learn. Tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, all Lunch and Learn beginning at 12 o'clock. And our daily daven continues each and every evening at 6:15, including for Shabbat. And Parshat HaShavua on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and Shabbat morning services. And I'd like to just leave you with one more quote. I hope this puts a smile on your face, because this one is just generically from the Talmud, and I think it's a beautiful one to go out on. And so true. And I think the rabbis even had a sense of humor. And they say, you can educate a fool, but you cannot make him think. Erev Tov, everybody. Sharon will end our song with the Ilana Jagoda, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu. May May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
Erev Tov, everybody. Stay home, stay warm, and please stay safe. Have a good evening. See you next time.